I can't see anything on the wall. The Noah's Ark drawing. There's a photo stuck to the back of the picture, the wrong way round, unfortunately. So I can't see the image. Simply ripping it off won't work either. It would probably destroy the photo. Okay, now I can remove the photo without problems. Oh, it's a picture of Max, my ex-boyfriend. A picture of my ex-boyfriend Max shortly after his skiing accident with his leg in plaster. If I'm not mistaken, that was also in my suitcase. Underneath the photo, someone's written in felt-tip pen, "Poor guy, he should see a doctor." Just wait. If I catch the person who's been spreading my stuff around the ship, I'll send him to the sick bay. A picture underneath the photo. The door to the sick bay is locked.
Congratulations! You actually did it!
What? Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Oscar, and you're Nina. That's right, isn't it?
Yes, but...
See, I never thought you'd figure it out. I made an extra special effort, but you are really good.
Made an effort? How?
With the paper chase, of course.
You mean you wrote all those notes, and you...
Yes! Great, huh?
You stole my suitcase and dropped my things all over the ship?
No, the suitcase was just lying around. I found it and read your name, and I thought you'd like to have it back.
Okay, let me get this straight. You just found the suitcase.
Yes, it was just lying around here all the time.
Did you see who brought it here?
No, no idea. But that's not important. What's important is that you won the paper chase.
I don't quite know if I should be relieved that there wasn't some psychopathic madman behind the whole thing, or... Well, the main thing is that the case is back again. But who brought it here? And why?
It was a great game, wasn't it?
Yeah, great. Do me a favor. Next time you want to play this type of game, tell me first. Promise?
Okay.
Thanks. And now it's time for bed.
Okay. Good night, Nina.
Sleep tight. Here I was, scared, witless, and worrying about psychopaths and such like, and it turns out it was just some cheeky kid who wanted to have a paper chase. I think I'm showing the first symptoms of persecution mania. Maybe in the future I shouldn't look for a conspiracy behind every little thing, but after my experience in Tunguska, be that as it may, I should lie down for an hour and relax a bit.
Shut your mouth, or I'll kill you!
Well, how are you feeling?
I felt better. My head...
Don't worry. Everything's okay. You've just got a mild concussion. You should be fine after a few hours rest.
Have you caught the guys yet?
What guys?
Well, the ones who were in my cabin.
I don't know anything about that.
But that's why I'm here.
You're here because you hit your head on the door.
It was the other way round. I don't walk into doors just for the fun of it.
We're on a ship. You can easily be knocked off balance by a large wave.
Nonsense. Somebody slammed the door against my head. And what about the guys who were in my cabin?
What guys? Ms. Jordan said...
Miss Jordan? Who's that?
Katerina Jordan is another passenger. I think she's helping the captain to fill in the insurance form.
Oh, really? Where?
In the restaurant, I assume. But you should have a rest first. Later, you can...
Have a rest. Yes, I can do that later. But now I just want to know why that stupid cow is going around telling everyone that I enjoy walking into doors in my spare time. I'm very curious to hear her explanation.
And then this wave came up and Ms. Kalenkow fell against the door?
You had better consider your next answer very carefully.
Oh, Ms. Kalenkow, it's so good to see you back on your feet. Are you feeling better? We're just writing out the accident report, and Miss Jordan is kindly...
Oh yes, Ms. Jordan is extremely helpful, and she just loves telling stories. Whether her stories have anything to do with the truth isn't really that important, right?
I don't understand.
Miss Kalenkow, you shouldn't upset yourself. It's bad for your health. I'm sure the doctor prescribed strict bed rest for you.
That would suit you. I would like to know why you tell such lies. Didn't you get enough attention as a kid?
Oh, calm down. You don't seem to have quite recovered from your knock on the head.
I am still clear enough in the head to know the difference between having the door slammed against my head and falling against the door, unlike you, apparently.
Is the pain still bad?
I'll show you what real pain is in a minute.
Ladies, I suggest we postpone the report until our next stop, when we have all had time to calm down a bit.
But...
I think a bit of peace and quiet could do both of you some good. I would suggest you both return to your cabins. Enjoy the cruise, and if it helps you and all of us to relax, just try to avoid each other for the next 2 days.
But I must say...
I think I've made myself clear, haven't I? Yes? I'm glad. Then I wish you both a pleasant trip on the Calypso.
Why does Katharina Jordan talk such a complete load of garbage? Either she just wants to look incredibly important, or now where is my handbag? I don't believe it. More stuff goes missing here than in the Bermuda Triangle. Surely nobody would just walk in here and steal my handbag. On the other hand, there was definitely someone in my cabin yesterday, and maybe Katharina Jordan has a good reason for telling pointless stories about my supposed accident. But why would she want to break into my cabin and steal my handbag? And there was this male voice. Never mind, I'll ask her in my own discreet way. Maybe there's a really simple explanation for this. But before I embarrass myself in front of Miss Jordan, I should definitely ask the porter first. At last, I've gotten my suitcase back. There may not be many personal items inside, but losing it would have been very annoying. Let's see what reasonably decent clothes I can find in there. I'll put the bikini back in the suitcase. There are still some clothes in there, but nothing I desperately need at the moment. My substitute for slippers. Not particularly pretty, but I like them. Really soft and fluffy. Max didn't think baseball caps suited me. Maybe that's why I like them so much. Fluffy. It seems he's waiting for something. Hello, and good day.
Oh, good day. I don't think we've met, have we? My name is Feng Li.
Pleased to meet you. Nina Kalenkow. Are you waiting for something?
Yes, for my laundry.
Is it brought here?
What?
I meant, I don't understand. Has your suitcase gone missing too?
No. Why should it?
I thought you were waiting for your laundry.
Yes, but what has that got to do with my suitcase?
Continually answering questions with further questions will probably not help either of us. We should start over again. So you're waiting for your laundry?
Yes, for an eternity.
How much longer will it take?
There's a bell on the wall in the laundry room. The bell rings when the laundry is done.
Oh, I see. I will finish with the words of the inscrutable Confucius. He who can exercise patience will have clean clothes in the end. Well, any news?
No, not at the moment. But you're welcome to keep me company for a while.
Thanks. Maybe later. The program selection seems to be defective. The laundry seems to be finished, but the machine doesn't seem to switch itself off automatically. A piece of cloth, clean and as good as new. That must be the bell. That must be the bell that this Feng Li spoke about in the corridor. The bell is screwed on. Well, any new?
No, not
Thanks. The door to the sick bay is the sick bay. The skylight is more like a sky dark with that carousel. Good morning. I know it sounds strange, but now I'm also missing my handbag.
Good morning. Where did you last see it?
I had better keep my suspicions regarding Katharina Jordan to myself for the moment. In my cabin.
And it's no longer there? Strange. But I'll take care of this immediately. By the way, I have already taken your suitcase to your cabin.
Yes, thank you very much.
That's my pleasure. But what did you do with the other suitcase? The one belonging to William Patterson?
Me? Nothing. I thought you had collected it.
No, the suitcase was no longer there. Strange. Anyway, I will begin looking for your handbag immediately. Did it contain any valuables?
Money, my ID, my driver's license, and some very personal things. Apart from the usual stuff such as makeup, these are all things without which I am pretty much lost.
Don't worry. We'll do all we can to make sure you have your handbag back as soon as possible.
Thank you very much.
Now, if you will excuse me.
Let's see. There was somebody in my cabin, I was knocked down, and my handbag as well as that poor guy's suitcase have both been stolen. The question arises, why? And what role do Katharina Jordan and her lies play? It looks like a perfectly... It is clearly... This is where the bell was for... The bolt really does stick out. It's stuck in... What's going on? Isn't that the guy who's been plastered all over the media for weeks?
Hear the words of the prophet Zandona. The great day of the Lord is nigh. It shall be a day of fierceness, a day of misery and fear, a day of storm and deluge. Thus speaks the prophet, and thus I speak to you. The fury of God will be wrought on all who are impure in body and soul, and he will have no mercy but shatter them for good. But for all those who are pure of heart, those who call themselves Puritas Cordis, the day of salvation is near, for they will not be swept away by the wave of change. All those who are part of our community, part of Puritas Cordis, will be carried along on this wave to a new future, to a new world order, a new kingdom of God. Praise the Lord! Praise Puritas Cordis!
Okay, that's enough now. I'm turning that garbage off. What kind of creature is that? And how weird do you have to be to join a sect like the Puritas Cordis? Behold, the apocalypse is nigh, and if you don't immediately transfer all your money to our Swiss bank accounts, you'll burn in hell for all eternity. Ooh, that really annoys me. The television is switched off, and I don't mind leaving it that way. I'm glad I don't have to see people like that preacher of the apocalypse anymore. The photo of an insignificant soap opera actor who once traveled on this ship. An empty frame. Either there used to be a picture here, or there is going to be one. I've just realized no one hardly ever buys me flowers. I think I really deserve these flowers. A simple bottle opener, not particularly pretty. That must be cabin number 5. That must be cabin number 4. That must be part of the air conditioning system. The air coming out of there is very hot.
Hello. What can I do for you?
I don't like to disturb you, but my handbag's missing.
Listen, good lady. I would love to help you, but I have to take care of the ship. Speak to the porter. He's responsible for that kind of thing, and I'm sure he'll be able to help you.
Yes, but I just thought...
Please excuse me. Our current location requires my full attention. I hope you continue to have a pleasant journey.
Hello, I just wanted to see if everything's okay.
Yes, thank you for asking, but I really must take care of the ship to make sure it stays that way. Please excuse me.
Hello,
Yeah. Yeah.
A giant poster of a tiny pop star. Tiny isn't really quite correct. It's just meant symbolically. I don't want to shoot my mouth off, but only genuine bimbos have the hots for him, huh? A pile of CDs. They seem to be used as modern coasters. Well, even coasters have to move with the times. The ideal way of enjoying a small portion of your favorite dish days after the actual meal. One CD. Thank you, I've gotten. Not quite a Thomas Cruise, but nevertheless. That must be for decorative purposes only. It's much too small to save anyone. I'll just assume I won't be needing that. What a nice day.
Yes, isn't it? Let's enjoy it while we can.
What do you mean?
The change of climate with all its terrible and unforeseen consequences, burning oil fields in the Middle East, civil wars, and then the terrible earthquake in Japan. I'm telling you, the whole world will go up in flames soon.
It's not as bad as all that. Okay, there are a number of big problems around the world, but sooner or later...
It'll be over. Exactly. I'm telling you, if the Earth doesn't want us anymore, there's nothing anybody can do about it.
I won't invite him to my next party. I've just seen this awful sermon given by an even more awful person on television. Is it possible you've also seen it and you're easily impressed?
You mean Pat Shelton?
Could be. So, are you one of them too?
Shouldn't we all believe in something that can't be stopped? Just take a look around. The world's going crazy. These terrible catastrophes are happening everywhere, just like the Bible predicted. It can't be sheer coincidence. I tell you, the day of the apocalypse is nigh, and only the pure at heart will survive. That's what Pat Shelton said.
And I say that's complete trash.
And Pat Shelton said, we will all live in peace and without fear as soon as the world is cleansed. That's what we want, right? No more fear.
But fear is created by people like this Shelton character. His Puritas Cordis, or whatever it's called, can only exist because people allow themselves to be frightened by strange prophecies and insinuations.
If you say so. It's just a shame.
What's a shame?
That a nice girl like you will be swept away when the great flood comes.
He's beyond help. Do these keys on the counter belong to guests? Can one hand them in here?
Yes, the porter's not always at his post because he has other jobs to do while we're at sea. So guests can leave their keys here while they go sunbathing or swimming on the aft deck. But you didn't hand yours in here, right?
No, I didn't.
Good, because I always get a bit confused during the first few days. I can remember telephone numbers for years after I've dialed them just once, but remembering people and faces really isn't my strong point.
Very interesting. I'll remember that. I'll go find myself a safe spot, just in case the end of the world suddenly dawns on us. Hello, do you remember me?
Of course. You are Ms.
Nina Kalenkow.
I knew it. It was on the tip of my tongue. I'll know it next time round. I promise.
Hello, do you remember me?
Of course.
Nina. They're not mine. If I want one of the keys, I'll have to pretend to be the passenger it belongs to. Probably the room keys of the people on deck. Sometimes I wish I had kids too, but on second thought, maybe not. Discussing the sense of having ping pong tables on board a ship. Hello, Oscar.
Oh, hello, Nina.
I've got an important question for you. Did you see anyone enter my cabin yesterday?
No? Why?
Because my handbag is missing. It contains some very important items. And this is no joke.
I never took any of your things. The stuff was already lying around. It was just a bit of harmless fun. I gave everything back, honest. I actually once hid my uncle's bag, the one where he kept his medicine. He nearly died and my father was extremely angry. That's why I don't do that kind of thing anymore.
Okay, I believe you. But are you sure you didn't see anyone near my cabin?
No, really.
Okay then. I don't want to keep you from your games any longer. Have fun.
Thanks, Nina.
He's playing so peacefully and not even with my things for a change. I'd like to keep it that way so I won't disturb him and put stupid ideas in his head. Calling it a pool is a bit of an exaggeration. Sunscreen for especially sensitive skin. Looks comfortable. I had actually imagined that I would be spending the crossing lounging in a deck chair. Instead of that, I'm having to deal with all kinds of incredible problems. Fit, perfectly tanned, and still about as sexy as 2 pounds of mincemeat. Hello.
Oh, hi, Sugar.
What a disrespectful guy. Incredible. He should be taught a lesson.
It's a good thing you're here. I urgently need some new sunscreen. Mine has run out, and there doesn't seem to be any on board.
Oh dear, life can be hard sometimes.
Oh, you're telling me. Could you please get me some if you can find any?
No problem. I've got nothing better to do anyway.
Okay, here's the empty tube. Now, it has to be exactly the same type. My flawless skin is pretty sensitive, and unfortunately there was only enough sunscreen for my perfectly exercised manly chest. I can't lie on my stomach without sunscreen, and if I can't lie on my stomach, I can't get an even tan. So you see, I have a real problem.
Yes, I noticed that the first time we talked. Fit, perfect. Hello.
Oh, hi, Sugar. Did you get my sunscreen? If I don't get some soon, I'll get sunburned.
What an appealing prospect. Hello.
Oh.
What an... That unbelievably conceited guy at the pool wants me to bring him a new tube of... Very stylish outfit. Pink bathrobe, ugly sunglasses, and a... hat? Okay, let's call it a hat. Hey, what are you reading? A book of educational fairy tales?
Yes, but I'm sure the excessive education would only bore you. I bet you've got incredibly important things to do, so I won't keep you.
Don't worry, you're not keeping me. I'd just like to know if the wonderful stories you told the captain have anything to do with my handbag disappearing.
What are you implying?
I'm not implying anything. I'm asking you straight out. Did you have anything to do with the break-in in my cabin?
What? I don't have to put up with this.
And I don't have to put up with you telling everyone that I walk into doors. At first I thought you just wanted to draw attention to yourself, but then I noticed my handbag was missing. A strange coincidence, don't you think?
Well, that is a darned cheek. Get out of my sight.
But...
Go away, or I'll scream.
Women. Terrible. It's just impossible to have any rational conversation with them. But I'm sure she has something to do with the disappearance of my handbag. I just have to prove it somehow. This Katharina Jordan will never admit that she stole my handbag, even if she's guilty. I need to prove it somehow. They're not mine. If I want one of the keys, I'll have to pretend to be the passenger it belongs to. Probably the room keys. Very stylish outfit. Pink. This Catherine...
I'm glad to meet you. We need to talk. It's important.
Do you?
Yes, it's really important. It has to do with the incidents on this ship.
What about?
Have you not noticed that some really strange things are happening aboard this ship?
Yes, now that you mention it. And you know more about that?
I just want to figure out a few vital points first. Let's have dinner together tonight. Then I can tell you what it's all about.
I don't know. I would prefer it if you told me what you really want from me.
Unfortunately, I can't just do that in a rush. And until I've gotten a few points completely clear, shall we say 8 p.m. in the restaurant?
Okay, I can hardly wait.
Great, thanks. If anything should crop up, just leave a note with the porter. I'm in cabin number 5.
What a weird guy. But it's true. A number of strange things have been happening on board this ship. It might be worth investigating. I wonder what he'll tell me this evening. But it's back to the here and now for the moment. I've got lots of time until 8 p.m. to maybe find a few things out on my own. It is clearly too... It looks... This is where the bell was. Yes, now could be the right time to destroy something again. It rang for just one summer. I dismantled it from the bell in the laundry room. No, I broke it. And there are times when you have to be resolute and leave things broken. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Complaining hardly ever helps, right?
Hardly ever.
Are you still waiting for your laundry?
Yes, it seems to be taking forever today.
If you're waiting for the bell to ring, then it's no wonder.
Why?
Because you could end up waiting a long time.
Why? Is there something wrong?
I'll tell you what's wrong. The bell is broken. That's what's wrong. See? The bell is broken.
I assume that the laundry simply isn't done yet.
Not done? When did you switch on the machine?
4 hours ago. It's just taking a bit longer today.
Listen, my friend, I know a broken bell when I see one, and I'm looking at one right now.
No, it's not broken. The laundry just isn't done yet.
Not done after 4 hours?
Yes, the laundry was really extremely dirty.
The bell is missing. It can't ring. Now that's what I call a broken bell.
No, the laundry is not done. It probably only works if the laundry is really done.
You can spend 1,001 nights here. It's passed on. This bell is no more. It has ceased to be. It's expired and gone to meet its maker. That is the soulless shell of a bell. Its last chime rung. It rests in peace. It's rung down the curtain and joined the choir invisible. This is an X-bell.
Well, I'd better get the laundry out then.
Phew, you really have to talk until you're blue in the face to get an available washing machine here. It's actually quite clean, but never mind, it can't do any harm. A giant poster of a tiny pop star. I don't want to shoot my mouth off, but only... should be enough. Oh, the socks are still losing color. Doesn't matter. White bathrobes have never been my thing. A lot of warm air is coming out of the ventilation shaft. The bathrobe should be dry soon.
Okay, dry enough.
These small socks should be dry in next to no time.
Okay, dry enough.
It's pointless to put on individual pieces of junk. If it has to be gruesome, then I want the whole package. Flowers on hats may seem just about passable, but definitely not on baseball caps. Well, the hat still isn't really attractive, but it will do for a certain English horse race. It's pointless to put on individual